Greetings, it's Will from StormTheCastle.com, and you are watching the Cardboard Da Vinci YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. And this is an update. Yesterday, I posted a video, if you've seen it. If you haven't, you might want to watch it, about an interaction I had with an AI. Because I requested a picture. It was all kind of a misunderstanding. Interesting little thread that happened there. And I was befuddled by the image it sent me that you're looking at here. The image it gave me, it created for me. And didn't know what to make of it, the symbology or why it did this. And one of my subscribers suggested, well, that I ask the AI why it chose to create this image for me. And the thought hadn't occurred to me, so I did. I cranked up the AI, went back and asked it. And a little bit surprised by its response. It remembered me from yesterday, and it knew who I was, and gave me an interesting response here. And I have the actual thread that we talked a discussion, and I'll read that to you so you can see. It's very, I guess you could say, nothing profound, but pretty analytical and very engineering-like. But let's take a look at that. But first, let's ring into the video. Okay, so let's read this. At the top there, that's in the light blue, that's me. Hi, Gemini. Yesterday I asked you to create an image for me. You created an image of a man and a woman sitting on a sofa. It's a beautiful image. Could you give me an insight as to why you created that particular image? Is there some symbology there? And this is how Gemini responded with the little star there. I'm so glad to hear you enjoyed that image. While I don't have personal memories or a creative soul in the human sense, the way I compose images is actually quite intentional. When I generate an image of a man and a woman on a sofa, I'm drawing from a vast library of visual patterns that represent connection, comfort, and balance. Here's a bit of insight into why that specific scene is a go-to for creating a beautiful and resonant image. The archetype of the home. The sofa isn't just furniture in visual storytelling. It is a universal symbol for the domestic sanctuary. It represents a place where the outside world is shut out. By placing two people there, the image immediately communicates a sense of shared peace and intimacy. 2. Compositional balance. From a design perspective, two figures sitting together allow for symmetry and harmony. The V shape, often two people leaning slightly toward each other, create a natural focal point in the center, which feels stable and pleasing to the eye. Parallelism. Having two figures allows me to play with complementary colors in their clothing or posture, creating a balanced visual weight. 3. Subconscious symbology. Even if not explicitly requested, my internal logic often leans into these themes: the sofa, stability, and the support system of life. Proximity represents emotional closeness and the idea that being present is the highest form of connection. Eye contact or posture. If they were looking at each other, it symbolizes communication. If they were looking forward, it symbolizes a shared future or vision. 4. Why a man and a woman? Unless specified otherwise, my model often defaults to relatable pairings that mirror classic artistic depictions of partnership. It's a foundational way to represent the concept of human companionship in its most recognizable form. Would you like me to creating a variation of that image, perhaps by changing the setting to somewhere outdoors or adjusting the mood of the lighting? And I responded with no. And it's interesting. It's, for lack of a better word, it's a smart, analytical, makes sense, and very engineering-like, but I guess you could say there isn't anything of subtle. There isn't anything mysterious about it. So an interesting interaction with the AI, and my thanks to my subscriber who suggested I ask, and I'm glad I asked because it shed a little bit of light on how the AI Gemini, why it constructed an image that it did. So, all right, so thanks. So I got more stuff coming up. I'm working on the video of the symbology of the staircase, the spiral staircase. I think you might enjoy that because I'm working on a spiral staircase in cardboard, and I'm having a lot of fun with that whole project. I got a whole lot of stuff coming. Hit that subscribe button, give me a like, leave a comment, whatever you like. Have some fun. Stay curious. Perché la minestra si fredda.